bring up on here. Oh, well, we running. If you want to go ahead and get to the proceedings, I just want to make sure I can see it on there.
Oh, hey, ladies and gents, welcome to episode of On There Don't Care. Due to the pandemic, we've been on hiatus. I am Sydney James, 80 Proof Rider. Man, I got a tape Big Fish Small Pond come out on Spotify and Apple. Check
Music.
it out, man. You give it a shot.
It's
and
pretty
this
fire.
is
I am John the Baptist, a.k.a. Premier Poppy, a.k.a. Blue Label Johnny Blue Label in the motherfucking building. And this is On Air Don't Care. He didn't do his little spiel. I feel awkward that he didn't do his intros. It'd be like Deez and Mero not doing theirs. But, I mean, I digress. I mean, now I feel awkward and inappropriate.
Man, first and foremost, I seen the person always show me a lot of support on anything I did. Passed away last night. I think her name is Jen Johnson. Man, rest in peace. She was a good soul. You always show me nothing but love, so I just say rest in peace, man. May God be with you. Hope I see you up there in the pearly gates.
We were Facebook friends. I didn't know what happened. I didn't know you. I didn't know your family or anything. But my condolences to everyone that's suffering your loss. So
one thing for sure, man, if how you portrayed yourself, you're up there in heaven. Hopefully, I see you soon. Well, one day.
I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
Hopefully.
All right. Man, it's been a lot going on in the world, man. Talk to me.
I mean, since we've been going live, or since the last time we went live, there's a lot of stuff going on, man. And I mean, we had me and one of your personal friends had a little, I guess, a debate, I guess, kind of like an experiment.
Do tell.
On Air Don't Care. I lost my cool. I was fine with. I watched it. I was cool with it. I think sometimes you got to lose your temper. Sometimes to climb. And I also remember, and also remind some motherfuckers that shit ain't always sweet all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like, and he was kind of crossing some bounds, so I felt it was appropriate. My anger was appropriate. So that's real feminine, using shit that if two grown men don't have a conversation together, and then you want to throw, information that you may have acquired through other sources into a conversation, that's gossipy. That's very effeminate behavior. So I mean,
what was
he was like talking about my family and said my upbringing and something like he and I have never had no conversations about my upbringing.
Whoa, what is it about?
He was upbringing, rich family. I'm like, if this motherfucker doesn't know shit about me, unless if he knows that about me, then he's acquired that through second or third hand information.
Oh, man.
And to throw that into a debate means what is that? I'm not getting personal with this dude about him.
Or maybe just look at how you carry yourself. You never can tell, man.
But that's a lot of assumption.
But
why would you assume? Why would you assume that about somebody if you don't know? I mean, I don't make assumptions about people's backgrounds based on their current condition in life. I mean, that's awfully presumptuous. I mean, some people maybe come from high means, but had some stumbles. Some people fucking stumble it or come from to bring themselves. I don't make assumptions of people based on their appearance. And hell, even my dad dresses as if he'd waiting to get picked up at Lowe's for labor work. But
most rich
he got some decent money saved aside
most
for
rich
himself.
people do though, so you know what I'm saying.
So yeah, I don't he's presuming a lot based on appearances.
Well, it sounds like y'all need to have a round two, man.
Ah, shit. Anytime he ready. He wanted another opponent and he never even dealt with this one. So I mean, whatever. It is what it is. But anyway, back to the proceedings. So we haven't really touched on a lot of what's going on. We were starting to get into the we talked about, but then like a whole lot of shit even happened as COVID was starting to get worse, and now we've got like race riots and what I'm saying, and I mean, like, and it's not pretty on a lot of sides. Like, there's people doing wrong on both sides in some of these situations, but like it's really disgusting that even in the midst of like, because there's a lot of people starting to open up and like admit to like that there is a problem and want some change. So that's awesome, but it is also putting the battery in the back of some people that like they will like basically say this is not a problem. We're like, are you fucking kidding me? How is that? Like, he was drunk and then they attempted to arrest him, which I mean he was wrong for fighting the police officers. I'm not trying to make excuses for bad behavior, but the guy was drunk and he resisted arrest. He grabbed a taser from the police officers that he'd already been tased with, but I guess he was inebriated, so it didn't have an effect. And as he was pointing it as he was running away, these police officers shot him with real guns with real bullets. I'm like, a deadly threat to you. You cannot justify like killing somebody. You know what I'm saying? Like I'd seen some people on the post. I have some very conservative friends on Facebook. I'm seeing them. They're like if you know like you're dumb if you do this and this. And then I was like, how can y'all even say that when someone wasn't endangering these people's lives and they use deadly force? And they're like, well, you can, it can be deadly to use a taser. The dude put in his eye. But guess what? That guy was alive.
Yeah.
Okay? That guy who had the dart in his eye was a taser gun that didn't even have any tasers in it is not. First, that people are literally on Facebook having conversations about, like, if you do this and this, you're stupid and you deserve it. No, you don't deserve to fucking die unless you're doing some shit that's worth dying for. Because y'all seem to have all that only opinion when it's a brown person that is the dime. Because, like, why aren't you offended when these motherfuckers are fucking taken to Burger King and shit on the way to jail and not harassed? Like, shouldn't you have a problem when, like, you don't seem to have a problem when that happens? So maybe I'm the one that's wrong. Like, maybe I'm the one that's fucked up, that I see that the motherfuckers that shoot a bunch of people and get handled like violent crimes, or even maybe not even guilty in some of these situations, getting murdered. Maybe I'm the fucking one that's wrong. Maybe the fucking clown here.
Hey, so, man, it's sad, people dying, and I hate all this happening, man. With a black son, but also, man, I think it's just my doubt, because sometimes people like to say if they try to cancel you out or whatever. But my opinion is, I think it defeats the purpose if this happened. You know what I'm saying? But rest in peace. I don't think people should just riot afterwards. I can understand you protest. It maybe, don't get me wrong, if you do feel that rage because you hurt so bad you want to riot, that might be fine. But in the purpose of rioting, why do you go steal TVs and stuff? Is that what riot does? It's like two rights make a wrong. Want to go steal TVs? And I can understand the riot, but my whole thing, I just wish nobody else had to die. I understand the riots completely. Nobody black to die, I want nobody else to die. White to die, or Spanish, or any other color. Because the people I've been knowing and people I've been knowing for years, they push this riot, hate, Black Lives Matter, White Lives Matter. Both sides of the fence, the motherfuckers that want people to fight and do this have never had a fight in their whole life. Them being cowards, they personally know them. Women and men die. Some woman said, my sons, for this, they should die. But this woman has never had a fight in her whole life. And I promise you, if it was a riot in that town, she wouldn't have been on the front line and he wouldn't have been on the front line. My thing is, if you have never had a fight, don't promote it. Try to promote peace. We can protest in peace. Now, if people don't want that peace, then we can riot to defend ourselves. But it seems to trying to keep up stuff, and if you disagree when they try to cancel you, I'm just tired. And that's what I'm saying on my opinion. A lot of people are being a bunch of cowards, talking about protest this, fight this, war this, and this and that, but you ain't been on the front line. You know what I'm saying? I just hate all this stuff that's going on, man. In the pandemic, can't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? I just hope it'll stop. But at the same time, even like with the police, what the police can and cannot do. But you can't ban everything for what the police can do. Then, well, everybody don't want to be police anymore. I'm just asking.
But on that, people are giving it the wrong impression, is because like it's called defund the police.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't really, but the main core of what those people are talking about is not to like take away money from the police department. They want to restructure how the police departments do what they do. Like, because like the thing is, like, if there's a domestic abuse situation, not anyone's actually getting like hurt. You know what I'm saying? No one's committed a crime to either spouse. Like, then it shouldn't escalate to a situation where one of these people go to jail. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes the police escalate these situations to where like what should be a civil service, we should be intervening, trying to, like, if you people are arguing to this point that like violence is almost a problem that's concerning other people, then what needs to happen here is an issue needs to be resolved. Not, you know what I'm saying? Like, and the same thing with like traffic stops. Okay, like why does a traffic stop got to change into a situation where you may then now spend?
Man,
Because you know what I'm saying? Like That
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna even front. Man, when I get stopped by the police, I get scared. I'm not
Right.
gonna lie to you, I get scared.
Why?
Because you never can tell
and
what's
it's
gonna
not
happen.
supposed like with this motherfucker on my. I was posting about one of these things. He said, "Are warriors," and like I really have to be honest with you. That's to me is one of the most disgusting things I've ever heard in my life because a warrior is to me is a soldier. You know what I'm saying? Someone who has a clear-cut enemy and that is potentially, or not violence, something you know is the outcome. Like the death of a police officer to me is something already went. Mandate is not to die in the field of duty. They should not go to work with the understanding that they may die. Now, I mean, like that in the role they have, they have to understand that. But like a soldier knows that could be potentially be their outcome is they could die. They know that they're signing up for that. A police officer, that if you are telling people in situations that it is not their mandate that they're soldiers, that's how you on somebody's neck. Because in war, hey man, all fucking like all gloves is off. What I got to do to get this stuff, you know what I'm saying? Shit, all kind of shit happens in war because motherfucking humans are fucking essentially animals, and like you put a gun in the motherfucker's hand and tell them to go kill it. Like sometimes motherfuckers lose their mind. Shit happens. You have to understand it. But that's not the job of a fucking police officer.
Yeah.
Like that's not even close to like you are a civilian. Other civilians
Protect and serve.
At some point, sometimes civilians take their step to the point where, like, yes, you may have to lose their life to protect other civilians. Not being in, even in a day, fuck, can they be in a day like running on a bullet cannot be the answer to solve this situation. Like, if your life's not in danger, no one else's life is in danger. Surely, a nonviolent outcome, regardless of skin color, should be the outcome.
It's crazy if you look at the whole George Floyd situation, man. This dude kept his foot in his neck, and then what gets you is like the cameras were showing it, like, hey, don't do it. He's zoned out. Look in his eyes.
He was at sometimes grinning.
It was like that his true color came out.
Yeah, and you know where I've seen that kind of behavior before? Is like you ever seen those videos from Guantanamo Bay when they had the Iraqi or the terrorist prisoners and stuff in Guantanamo Bay? Guess what? A lot of the motherfuckers got in trouble for the shit. You're talking about who you telling these motherfuckers is their enemy. They treat it like shit. I don't really have all these people that's their enemy. You tell them that you got to kill them, and okay, I understand that. But like, I don't care if you're a thug, you're a tax-paying citizen, whatever it is. Like, as a police officer, that's part of your community that you signed up to protect. I'm sorry if you don't like it or not. That's what you signed up to do. And if you don't job, go do something else.
I agree. But at the same token too, that did happen. But I don't think it's all out so people can go out and riot and steal.
Of course not.
But if I say that, then I'm like some kind of, they gonna cancel me. I've been seeing too many
cancel culture shit.
Yeah. I'm getting tired of and I'm just being honest. People of color and people of homosexuality been saying it a lot. If you don't agree with something exactly, that's like I'm a Black Lives Matter. If I was anything, I'm Black Lives Matter because I'm a black man. You feel me?
Right.
So friends of White Lives Matter if it come down to it. But I don't think they racist. So me saying that, I don't think no gay black man or no woman should cancel me out and say I'm Uncle Tom. I got kids to take care of. And I feel offended somebody calling me just because I don't have a problem with some people saying, they say, oh, if you cool with somebody that say White Lives Matter too, then you Uncle Tom, you're canceled. Why are you gonna try to blackball me and vilify me?
I mean, because here's the thing: is like if you
that's
just
ridiculous, man.
That's why the cancel culture
that really pisses me off.
Because here's the thing: is that's why the cancel culture shit is bullshit. Is because by just dismissing, just how are you ever gonna like fix the problem? Like, you know what I'm saying? And then and that's also just saying, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, now some things of a criminal nature and shit like that, like especially if they're still doing it and they're in an accident. But yes, I'm not talking about don't judge people that are like, you know, being deviants. But I'm talking about like if somebody said something in the past 15 years ago, why the fuck you want to hang them by their neck today? Like especially if they're not representing the views from 15 years ago. Like, are people not allowed to grow? Are people not allowed to, like, you know, mature and become something else than what they were? I mean, like, yes, you know, vilify the person that's being a deviant but that's not the way it goes. Seems like the people that are deviants today are celebrated.
Man, listen, yes, man. Deviant people are celebrated, man. A person can make fun of you today in this world, cancel you. A person cancel you because you're a severe accident. They will severely cancel you, then validate and glorify somebody that smokes meth. And just when people justify methamphetamines, that is a serious problem right now. And people justify.
I agree.
People justify meth heads, and I'm calling them meth heads, and try to destroy somebody just because I tell and they say Black Lives Matter. I can say Black Lives Matter, but I got friends that say Our Lives Matter, and I'm still cool with them. Or I got more white friends.
It is like people like make excuses for that kind of behavior. I don't get it. I don't get it.
It should be better, man. You know when somebody really racist got bad intentions. There's a million people like I can talk to when they say something raw. I know this. They really don't like you. They don't like where you come from. You got common sense.
Yeah.
And then they was raised a certain way and you was raised this way. You see what I'm saying? I'm pro-black. I'm pro-black as it gets. But people act like I'm not. I'm not just because, I say this. I'm not fond of President Barack Obama. I didn't say he did a bad job when he was in office, not once. I don't like him. But here it goes. Like, I don't got black children. Like, all the women I done had babies by, they ain't black women. Show people love because I don't like Obama, cancel him. Or just because I just don't say him, he should die or something. I hate him. Man, come on, man. Okay, that's just being ignorant, just because,
Well, am I not allowed to be ignorant on some topics? I mean, that's just human nature.
If you ignorant.
But I admit it. I admit it.
Can they do it too? I think he should be canceled and die.
But at least I don't think you should be canceled just for your
opinion.
No,
that's how they come and look at you, think you should cancel, be died. And I done seen these same black people don't fire and take enjoyment out of it. That's not unification.
Here's my thing: is like,
man, come on, man.
And it's not that I really changed my opinion
people,
on Trump or anything. But here's the thing: is like, I just really want most people to do the same.